So I've been using the Honor 400 as my daily driver for the last 7 months. I'll be honest, I really like this phone and it served me well. But we are now in early 2026 and if you are looking to pick this up today, there are some specific things you absolutely need to consider. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and after over half a year of use, the honeymoon phase is definitely over. Let's talk about the build. After 7 months, the Honor 400 has actually held up surprisingly well. Now it does come with a pre-installed screen protector, and yeah, mine is covered in scratches by now, but honestly that's what it's there for. What's interesting is the materials. Even though this has a plastic frame and back, it doesn't feel cheap compared to other budget devices in 2025. It still has a premium vibe to it, but the real winner here is the weight. If you're coming from a heavy flagship like a Pro Max or an Ultra, switching to this is a massive relief. It doesn't feel like you're carrying a literal brick in your pocket. It's light, ergonomic, and just easy to live with day to day. I really like the screen size. It's not too big, which makes it easy to handle. The brightness is where this phone really punches above its weight. Even at just 20 or 30%, it gets the job done for most of my day. And when you take it out into direct sunlight, I have never once worried about the visibility. However, let's keep it real about the performance of this screen. It's a 120Hz panel, but I wouldn't say it feels like 120Hz all the time. Every now and then you'll notice a little bit of lag or a dropped frame. It's a processor thing more than a display thing. If you aren't doing anything super intense, it's fine. But if you are expecting that perfect buttery flagship smoothness 24/7, you might be slightly disappointed. On the plus side, I haven't had a single issue with accidental touches. I'm running MagicOS 10 now, and this is where most of your interaction happens. Honor has moved toward a liquid glass aesthetic for 2026. The control center has been redesigned. It's very clean and organized, definitely pulling some inspiration from the latest iOS 26 trends. In terms of customization, it's quite flexible. The widgets are also built on this style. One specific feature I've used is the ability to adjust the transparency of the widgets. This is a practical addition. If you have a wallpaper you actually want to see, you can fade the widgets so they don't block your background. There are plenty of lock screen and clock styles to play with, along with the Magic Capsule which handles notification up top. It's a clean UI, but it's purely aesthetic. The AI features are actually useful in my daily life. The AI eraser and reflection removal in the gallery work well for cleaning up shots. The outpainting feature is also there to help expand photos if the framing was off. These are built in and currently free to use. However, one thing to consider, the image to video tool was free at first, but now it only lets you create 3 videos per month. It's a useful feature, but it's becoming more restricted. Now let's get into performance. If you want things to happen in a blink of an eye, I have to disappoint you. Using the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 in early 2026, you definitely notice it's a mid-range chip. For daily tasks, it gets the job done and apps don't really crash. But if you try heavy gaming, the phone gets warm and performance starts to dip. What really let me down though was the RAM management. I have the 8GB model and it honestly doesn't feel well optimized. It struggled to keep apps open in the background. They refresh constantly. If you are a heavy multitasker, this is the biggest drawback you'll face. The typing experience is okay. It feels a bit hollow. I wouldn't call it cheap, but compared to a flagship, it lacks that premium sharp click. The speakers are loud enough for YouTube, but they lack depth or bass. But the battery, I have never worried about it. The 5300 mAh cell is a beast. It supports 66-watt charging, which gets me from 0 to 100 in about 45 minutes. And then I just forget about it until the next day. It doesn't heat up while charging, which is impressive. Just reminder, no wireless charging here. The camera system uses a 200 megapixel main sensor. There is no telephoto lens, but at 4x zoom, it looks almost optical. Even at 10x, the shots are usable for social media. For portraits, the 2x and 3x modes produce natural looking background separation. The 50 megapixel selfie cam is also reliable. It doesn't overprocess your face. If you're a normal user who wants a light phone that lasts all day and takes great photos, the Honor 400 is still a solid choice in 2026. But if you're a power user or a gamer, you'll find the lag and app refreshing frustrating. For me, I'm sticking with it for now because that battery is just too hard to give up. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Honor 400 in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.